What if the royal family's polished image hides secrets far beyond what anyone could imagine? Once again, Meghan Markle finds herself at the heart of a media storm. But this time, it's not about her past in Hollywood, her charitable efforts, or even her relationship with Prince Harry. This controversy dives into a much more personal matter, one that challenges the story of her motherhood and her legacy. Fueled by leaked photos and wild speculation, this tale has all the twists and turns of a gripping drama. If you thought you'd heard it all, think again. This mystery promises to leave even the most seasoned royal watchers stunned. Um, it started as a quiet murmur in the corners of online forums. A comment here, a vague post there. Have you seen those photos? Something doesn't seem right. What began as idle chatter soon snowballed into a full-blown conspiracy theory. Meghan Markle didn't carry her own children. Before dismissing the idea, consider what fueled these whispers. From perfectly curated public appearances to photos examined with obsessive detail, skeptics started pointing out inconsistencies. One infamous image sparked particular uproar, showing Meghan's baby bump folding unnaturally. Was it just the way the fabric fell? Or did this mark the first crack in a meticulously crafted image? The controversy only deepened as more photos emerged. And if there's one thing the internet thrives on, it's so-called receipts. Within weeks, countless pictures surfaced, each claiming to reveal inconsistencies in Meghan's pregnancy. In some, her baby bump appeared to change shape drastically, looking noticeably larger or smaller within days. This fueled endless speculation, leaving the public divided and the rumor mill spinning at full speed. Could these moments simply be part of a normal pregnancy, or are they signs of something more, like a prosthetic baby bump? Critics were quick to highlight Meghan's frequent habit of cradling her belly, describing it as exaggerated. Was this just a natural, loving gesture from an expectant mother, or could it have been an attempt to divert attention from something else entirely? One clip stirred significant controversy when Meghan's dress appeared to fold awkwardly as she bent down. The moment created an optical illusion, further fueling theories about a surrogate. These images set social media ablaze, sparking fierce debates between her staunch defenders and relentless skeptics. This is where things get intriguing. Experts were drawn into the discussion, photographers, body language specialists, and even obstetricians were consulted to weigh in. Some analysts dissected every pixel of the images, arguing some experts argued that the unusual appearances in the photos could easily be explained by lighting, angles, or the way fabric moves. However, others pointed out that similar issues were absent in pictures of other royal pregnancies. Mhm. Meghan's frequent belly cradling sparked mixed interpretations. Some analysts saw it as a sign of genuine affection, while others suggested it was a calculated PR move. She's trying to appear relatable, one expert remarked. Another, however, speculated it was a distraction technique to draw attention away from something more controversial. Obstetricians weighed in, noting that pregnancy bumps can vary widely in size and shape. However, they acknowledged that the dramatic changes seen in Meghan's photos were unusual. Still, they stopped short of suggesting anything nefarious, uh, leaving the door open for continued speculation. When faced with this level of scrutiny, most public figures would release a statement or deny the claims outright. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, however, chose a different approach. Silence. Um, to some, this was seen as a dignified decision. Why dignify baseless rumors with a response? They argued. Yet others interpreted the lack of denial as a silent admission of guilt, further fueling the controversy. After all, wouldn't someone with nothing to hide want to clear their name? Instead of addressing the rumors directly, the Sussex's PR team focused on highlighting their humanitarian efforts, hoping to redirect the narrative. Yet, the photos continued to circulate, and the whispers only grew louder. Imagine living under a microscope with every move scrutinized by millions. For Meghan, this relentless attention must have felt overwhelming. According to sources close to her, the accusations didn't just challenge her integrity, they questioned her very identity as a mother. Like, and she cried herself to sleep some nights, an insider shared. She felt like no matter what she did, it was never enough for her critics. For her detractors, these tears were dismissed as crocodilian, but for her supporters, they were a poignant reminder of her humanity. You know, we saw her in tragedy and beauty, unbounded and empowered and rooted in courage. And we saw fit leaders. One thing became evident: the surrogate theory wasn't just about suspicious photos, it tapped into something far more profound: society's expectations of women, mothers, and public figures. The debate wasn't simply about Meghan Markle. It was a reflection of the intense pressures placed on women to embody perfection, both in private and on the world stage. Anyway, at its heart, this story goes beyond Meghan Markle. It shines a light on how women in the public eye are treated. Why are we so quick to criticize them? Why do we expect them to be perfect, only to tear them apart when they stumble? Whether or not there's any truth to the surrogate theory, it opens up meaningful discussions about privacy, motherhood, and the crushing weight of fame. So, what's the takeaway? Be thoughtful, not hurtful. It's fine to question public stories, but do so with kindness. Recognize how powerful the media can be. Pictures can be edited and stories can be twisted. Always think about where the information comes from. And remember, whether you admire someone or remain skeptical, public figures are people too. Let's judge less and understand more. Will we ever know the whole truth? Maybe, maybe not. But one thing is clear: Meghan Markle's journey, with all its twists and controversies, has sparked conversations that go far beyond celebrity gossip. Now it's your turn to join the discussion. What's your take on the surrogate theory? Do the photos present convincing proof, or are they just clever tricks of the camera? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep this conversation alive. If this article made you think, don't forget to share it with your friends. After all, the truth might just be one click away. Social media has become today's coliseum, where public figures are either celebrated or criticized. In Meghan Markle's case, the surrogate theory gained momentum on platforms like Twitter, Reddit, and YouTube, fueled by viral posts and passionate debates. The wildfire spread through influencer commentary and high-profile accounts, dissecting photos in detailed threads and videos. These platforms amplified the rumors, turning them into a global discussion. Online groups dedicated to royal gossip played a significant role in amplifying the surrogate theory, often adding their own twists and supposed evidence. Social media algorithms only fueled the fire by prioritizing engagement, pushing controversial posts into more feeds, and driving the narrative forward. These platforms became echo chambers, where speculation was frequently treated as fact. With every retweet, like, and share, the theory seemed more credible to the public, um, regardless of its truth. um, Although Meghan and Harry have stepped back from royal duties, this controversy inevitably cast a shadow over the monarchy. Any scandal linked to Meghan still affects the royal family's image. The public remains split. Meghan supporters view the backlash as a continuation of the racial and sexist treatment she endured while in the UK. They see her as a victim of relentless and unfair scrutiny. On the other hand, royal loyalists argue that Meghan's actions have brought unnecessary attention and criticism to the institution. Some even claim she orchestrated the drama to stay in the spotlight. The debate rages on, highlighting the deep divisions in public opinion about Meghan, the royal family, and the power of social media. This division isn't just among fans, it's said to stretch to the royal family itself. Some insiders feel validated by the rumors, while others are concerned about the lasting damage to the monarchy's reputation. Meghan's next steps are unclear. However, based on her past actions, it's likely she won't let this scandal define her. Um, Over time, she's proven her ability to bounce back, whether it was leaving the royal family or starting fresh. So, as for her strategy, she might choose to address the rumors directly, like her and Harry's famous Oprah interview. She could hold a sit down conversation, or perhaps release a documentary or memoir. With so much attention on their story, it's possible she'll create something to share their side. Additionally, she may continue her philanthropic efforts. By focusing on her charity work, Meghan could shift the spotlight away from the controversy and remind people of the positive impact she's had. Only time will reveal how she chooses to move forward. But one thing is clear. Meghan Markle is not someone who backs down from a challenge. Um, Looking at the bigger picture, it's interesting to think about why stories like this capture the public's attention so deeply. There's the allure of scandal and the relatability factor. Even royals, despite their privilege, face challenges, which makes them feel more human to us. It's also a form of escapism in a world full of real problems. Royal scandals offer a temporary distraction. The power dynamics at play, as we watch, the powerful face scrutiny, satisfy our desire for justice and accountability. When you combine all of this with the internet's never ending thirst for drama, it's no wonder stories like these thrive. As we wrap up this chapter, it's a good time to pause and think about what this saga says about us as a society. Are we too quick to judge and too eager to tear people down? And more importantly, how can we use these conversations to promote empathy instead of division? The next time a scandal like this arises, ask yourself, what's the real story? And how would you feel if you were in their shoes? If you found this article insightful, share it with your friends and start a conversation. Let's challenge ourselves to dig deeper, question the narratives we hear, and strive for compassion, even in the face of controversy. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think there's any truth to the surrogate theory, or is this just another case of sensationalism? Your voice plays a part in shaping the narrative. Stay curious, stay kind, and stay tuned for more stories that go beyond the headlines. The psychological impact of such public scrutiny on Meghan and Harry doesn't just fade away. The latest storm surrounding Meghan Markle and Prince Harry adds even more complexity to their already strained relationship with the media. The constant accusations and judgments Meghan faces take a toll on her mental health. Sources close to her have suggested that these new allegations have reopened old wounds from her time within the royal family, where she often felt unsupported, especially by Harry. Watching his wife endure such harsh criticism has reportedly been heartbreaking for Harry, who has always been vocal about protecting his family. This isn't just a story of scandal, it's a story of resilience and the emotional cost of living under the public's microscope. As for why this theory refuses to go away, serious theories thrive for a reason. In Meghan's case, several factors keep this one alive. The narrative surrounding Meghan and Harry is especially sticky due to the lack of transparency. While the couple's private nature is understandable, it has fueled speculation. When people don't have answers, they fill the gaps with their own theories. The media's framing of Meghan, especially since she joined the royal family, has created fertile ground for rumors to grow. There's a reason we love detective shows and thrillers. We're drawn to stories that challenge what we think we know. We're drawn to stories that challenge our anticipation. The surrogate theory plays into that curiosity, presenting a puzzle that many feel compelled to solve. This mix of mystery, media bias, and public intrigue keeps the story alive, regardless of whether there's any truth behind it. As for the royal family, although the Sussexes are no longer working royals, the institution they left behind still looms large in this saga. What has the royal family done to address or avoid these allegations? The royal family's silent treatment is nothing new. They have long maintained a policy of silence in the face of scandals, a strategy that has worked in the past by letting controversies fade away. But in the digital age, where nothing ever truly disappears, is silence still the best approach? Some royal observers argue that by not directly addressing these rumors, the family only fuels speculation. Others believe that engaging with such a divisive issue would do more harm than good. Regardless, their silence speaks volumes. Ugh. As for Meghan's legacy, it's clear that her story is far from finished. She remains a polarizing figure, admired by some and criticized by others. Her strengths include a strong voice, as she has consistently used her platform to advocate for causes like women's empowerment and mental health awareness. She has also shown remarkable resilience, rising above criticism and carving her own path. However, her challenges include the media's negative perception. Overcoming the years of bad press will be an uphill battle. Winning back skeptics will require transparency, authenticity, and a continued focus on her philanthropic work. Ultimately, Meghan's legacy will depend on how she handles this latest chapter and how she chooses to define herself moving forward. Um, ooh. Overcoming the year's legacy will depend on how she handles this latest chapter and how she chooses to define herself. Moving forward,